Motherfuck. Drop me fucking hat. Hello! Hey! Thank you so much for tuning in to the first of Henn Nights Live 2021. It's been a year. A year. Can you believe it? I mean, what a year. But hey, it's 2021, which is the dawn of happiness, I've decided to call it, which is good. A year ago, we could have closed the borders and put people up in quarantine hotels, but we're doing it this month. So that's all good. A year, people. It's been a year. But I don't want tonight to be down. COVID down. I want it to be happy. So we're going to do happy stuff, which means I need your help. I need you to comment as much as you can. Comment is lovely, like this one. Hit it, Henn. Oh, that's small. I wonder why it's small. I haven't used this for a while. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm making it look as though I'm as professional as can be. And also, I haven't done that, but there you go. Right, you can see there is a QR code. If you don't know what a QR code is, get your mobile phone out, open the camera app and scan the QR code. That will take you to PayPal, where if you want to, and only if you want to, you can donate some money to us, the people that have been without work for a year. I know. £3 may buy somebody a fish. So it's up to you. So if you could do that. Also, I do want people to comment. And Kira Swanell says she's not sure how she feels about the red. Well, that's all right. That was 70 quid. So it's up to you. Now, comment as much as you want. We've got some great comedians. Absolutely. We've got top-notch comedians today because they didn't know what they were doing. Once they've seen it, they'll know. But we've got Av's back in the house. Av's going to come and chat about the news. So anything that's going on in the news. We've also got a caption competition. I know. So if you want to talk about a caption, like we've got a caption here. That's old Harry Styles from Tottenham, right? You can do a caption for that. You can do a caption for this man, a caption for these people, or a caption for these people. It's up to you to join in. Right. As I said, I don't want to talk about the vid, but last year, Christmas, just before Christmas, it affected us in the hen house, and I felt that I ought to address the elephant in the room. Do you want another bag of tripe? No, seriously. It happened just before Christmas, and we had a loss to COVID, and I felt that I should mention it, and then we'll get on with the show. I lost my wife over Christmas. She was in Morrison's. I'm joking. She didn't go that way, right? It's a trial separation. She's left the house, so I'm now on my own. But I understand, because before COVID, BC, because some of you may know this, she writes books, so she does a lot of book signings, and she goes out and about with book fairs and stuff. And I was doing 3 or 4 gigs a week. I know. So we didn't spend that much time together, But since COVID hit, we were spending 24 hours today in the same house, sometimes 14 hours in the same room. So it was a little bit strainy. Can I say strainy? I mean, it was great. The first few weeks were great. We were doing Zoom quizzes. We were doing TV binging. TV binging is great. I tell you what. Although I do feel that Captain Kirk is not as good as I thought he was. But that was fun. Making cakes. We were making loads of cakes if we could get the flour. And the sex, obviously. What else is there to do? We would spend weekends constantly at it. I don't know why we bothered to get up on a Monday morning to watch Breaking Bad. I don't. But the thing with the sex, right, is that it's like a shed. It's easy to build, but it's harder to get all the materials together beforehand before you start building. So it started to get, started to get a bit stale. So we tried, underwear, a French maid, schoolgirl. I particularly like the schoolgirl, although the wig with the pigtails I found itchy, but I was great with a feather mop. So that was all good. But then she decided, right? She said, why don't you come as a, bad choice of words, why don't you arrive as an Amazon delivery guy? And I thought, okay. Which was good, because then I could actually order presents for her off Amazon, but deliver them myself as a stranger, as it were. And it was quite fun. The first time, she wanted me to have a high-vis jacket as well. I'd go out, it's Tuesdays, Amazon Prime Day was Tuesdays. So I'd go out on a Tuesday about 3 o'clock, come back with a parcel, mask, high-vis jacket, kept the hat, she likes it for some reason. Ring the doorbell, she opens the door. She's only wearing, sexy underwear, head to toe. Very tall girl. And she's got this really thin negligee thing, dressing gown. I don't know what material it is, gingham, I suppose. So she's standing there in a gingham nightie and underwear, and she said, "Oh, would you like to come upstairs?" And I'm thinking, this is good. So I get the parcel in. She turns around, she starts walking upstairs. She drops the gingham dressing gown. And I'm thinking, oh my Lord. I tell you what, that was the best 3 minutes of my life ever. So it became a regular thing, Prime Days, Prime Day Tuesdays. But I ruined it. Because her brother lives about a couple of miles away, and we're in a bubble together because he's separate. He's on his own as well. So we have this bubble with her brother, Pete. And I said to him one day, I said, Pete, could you come and help me deliver a parcel for my wife? Because it's fun. But there'll be nothing. I told him there would be nothing in it. I didn't tell him it was some sort of sex game. I just said it'd be an empty parcel. Bring it in. So he said, yeah, I'm up for that. So Amazon Tuesday came. I went and pick him up. I drop him off. I hide behind the bins. He's standing there, red hat, high-vis jacket, mask. My wife opens the door. But this time she's just wearing a pair of panties with my face on it. You should see his face. He just gave her the parcel, walked in, went to the fridge, opened a beer and sat down and had a cigarette. So that's it. She's left me. But we carry on. We continue. So I think it's time we met one of our comedians. Stephen Kewen says you should have made a new coat. I'm not sure what that means, but hey ho. Please leave your comments. Please, if you want to donate to our comedians, that'll be great. Everyone's giving their time for free. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 comedians in the house. Give us a wave, comedians. And most of them can hear us. Ed and Lana, they're in America. They haven't got their cameras on, but I can see that they're there. So we have got a great night of comedy for you tonight. Please leave your comments. Please share this shit out of this stream, right? Send it to people. Tell them the Henn Nights are back. Right. Our first comedian tonight has been on the Henn House. See? You can take the boy out of Birmingham, but you can't take Birmingham out of the boy. The first person in the Henn House tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is, I'm going to call him a friend of the show, although he may object strongly to that. It is, oh my goodness gracious, I've just seen what he looks like. The man has a beard. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Tony Cowards. Hello, Tony.
Hello. Hello, Steve.
Wow. Yeah, I'm cool. I'm going to say you have a lockdown beard.
Yeah, this is what
I like. I like the little touches of salt.
Yeah.
Let's say.
Effect.
That's it. How's it going? How's it going? Life.
It's going.
Yeah.
How long has it been now? I don't know.
Oh, it's too long. It's too
term for the kids this week. Not that there's any way of knowing any difference.
Well, no. I think all my friends have decided they're emergency workers, and they've sent all their kids to school just to get rid of them. That's a bit harsh, isn't it? Really. So, thanks again for doing this. I know you've got to rush off. That's why we're putting you on first.
Yeah.
Because you've got another. You're gigging behind our back.
I am. Sorry, mate. I'm seeing another gig on the side.
I would ask where you're going, and then people could follow you on, but I think that would be unfair to the others. It'll be good.
Good thing about doubling up in lockdown is I don't have to actually leave my house. I can do 2 gigs in the same place. Sorry, I don't want to spoil the magic for people.
I think it's too late. I've already done my bit. So, Tony, are you ready to go?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you so much. Do you want to have a chat afterwards? Because we can if you want, but if you've got to go, you've got to go. So
have a quick chat if you want, mate.
Have a quick chat, yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, he's back in the Henn House. Ladies, give it up. Make as much noise as you can because he can't hear you, but you can leave comments. For Tony Cowards.
Hey, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, look at this. I like this. I've got my beard here, and the QR code goes right on my beard. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this always moves it across there. Thanks, mate. So yeah, this is what lockdown looks like, ladies and gentlemen. It's so long since I've had my hair cut now. I can't even remember what it's like going to the hairdressers, really. Although last time I did go to the hairdressers was a bit of a nightmare because I asked him for a number 2 all over, and he did a poo on my head. So that was a bit of a nightmare. So, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. I've had a weird day, I'll be honest with you. I woke up this morning really early, and I had no idea where the sun had gone. And then it dawned on me. And I woke up, I went downstairs, and I looked in the mirror, and I had a nightmare, right? I had shredded cabbage, carrot, and mayonnaise on my top lip. And I think I'm getting a coleslaw. So yeah, it has been weird. My name's, just in case you don't know who I am, my name's Tony Cowards. My motto in life, I think it's important to have a motto. Mine is always give 100%. Everything I do, I like to give 100%, which of course does make blood donation quite tricky. My dad's motto in life was never a borrower nor a lender be, which is why he lost his job at the library. So yeah, here I am. Thanks, Josie. Josie's put shit joke. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, because of the poo on my head. That's all right. Number 2. Thanks, Josie. It's good to know you're paying attention. At least one of us knows what I'm doing. So yeah. Lockdown is interesting. There we go. Josie came up there. That's good. So yeah, I'm a comedian. Although we're all having to find alternative ways of making money at the moment, us comedians. I'm currently writing a film. I've written a film script about a constipated detective called No Shit Sherlock. There you go, Josie. That's another shit joke for you there. So yeah, I have had lots of different jobs though. For instance, I actually used to be the DJ at Stonehenge, although I no longer mix in those circles. And for a little while, I was a manager at the Energy Efficiency Council, but I lost that job for telling my staff that my door was always open. And for a little while, I was the manager of a struggling boat shop. Right? I had the genius idea of lowering the ceilings, and of course, immediately sales went through the roof. Now, if you've got anyone that is in business, by the way, anyone in business, is a bit of business advice for you. Never go into business with someone who's obsessed with making graphs, because they'll always be plotting behind your back. So yeah, I've been a victim of crime during lockdown. That's a nightmare, and I haven't been going anywhere, but I've still been a victim of crime. Someone's been stealing all my bank documents, and the police didn't really help. They just sent someone around who took a statement, which, if anything, made the problem worse. So, bit of advice if you've got any budding criminals, by the way. Bit of advice I found this: if you ever commit a crime, right, do it dressed as a handbag. Right, going to commit a crime, do it dressed as a handbag, because that way you can only be charged with being an accessory. Found out yesterday that my next door neighbour is trying to contact the Chinese mafia. I said, try ads. He said, no, I hadn't thought of that. So yeah, lockdown is a bit of a nightmare, isn't it? I'm piling on the weight again. I can't wait to get back to the gym. I'd started going to the gym before all this happened, and in my first trip down the gym, I went to the gym. I jumped on the cross trainer, although to be fair, he wasn't cross before I jumped on him. And I was asked the year before all this started, 2019 now, it's ages ago, isn't it? I was actually asked, ladies and gentlemen, I was asked if I'd run the London Marathon for charity, because I was actually reasonably fit back then. I was asked if I'd run the London Marathon for charity. In the end, though, I said no, mainly because I've no experience of organising an event that big. I don't think I'm going to handle the admin. But I do want to run a marathon. As well. I'm nearly 50. I'm going to be 48 this year. And before I'm 50, I've promised myself that I am going to take part in a marathon. Right? And I want to do it in fancy dress. I love those people that dress up. I think they're brilliant. And I've decided to do the thing, genius idea. I'm going to run a marathon, run London Marathon, hopefully, dressed as a jacket potato. I'm going to run a marathon dressed as a jacket potato, jacket spud costume, run all 26 of it miles. So when I cross the finish line and they wrap me in tin foil, just completes the look, doesn't it, there? So yeah, my other ambition in life is to open the world's greatest pub for short people, although I fear I may have set the bar too high. And yeah, because we're all looking for ways to keep ourselves occupied, aren't we? I don't know if other people are looking for alternative income streams, as live comedy has stopped for a bit. I'm looking for all sorts of different ways of making money. I've started inventing, become an inventor. I've invented a talking measuring jug, which speaks volumes. And am I disappointed? Am I disappointed that my voice activated car isn't working properly? Well, it goes without saying. And where I really think I'm going to make my money, though, ladies and gentlemen, this is where I really think I'm going to make money. I've invented a medicated shampoo, right? Not only clears up your dandruff, but also helps alleviate arthritis and athlete's foot. And I'm going to market that as Head and Shoulders, Knees and Toes. So I figure that's a winner, isn't it? Because if the adult version works, then I can bring out the junior No More Tears version. It'll be Head and Shoulders, Knees and Toes, Eyes and Ears and Mouth and Nose. So yeah, I hope you're all coping all right. I live in Loughborough. I live with my girlfriend and three kids here as well. We don't live in a very big house. We've got the 3 kids. We've got a dog. I don't know if you can hear my dog. My dog's making a bit of a whinging noise in the background there because we've got a dog. We've got a rescue dog. Which is lovely, isn't it? Yeah, except when he gets called out in the middle of the night. And we've got 3 cats as well. No, sorry, we've got 4 cats now. 4 cats. And the 3 kids and a dog. So you imagine there's not a lot of room in our house. But luckily, we have just got our loft converted. Yeah, it's now Catholic. Yeah, we were thinking of making it Jewish, but that meant losing a little bit off the end. So, the other thing we've done as well is we've gone around the entire house. We've painted all the walls black, all the ceilings black, and then painted little white dots everywhere. Yeah, just to give the illusion of space. So yeah, with the kids, we're doing all the homeschooling and stuff, which is interesting, isn't it? I wasn't very good at school. I was terrible. I've not been doing well with the homeschooling. I was terrible at school. I wasn't very academic. I was terrible at geography. I was always mixing up the tropics of Cancer and Capricorn. And my teacher said I had a latitude problem. Quick geography thing for you. The man who invented the key to the man who invented, sorry, if I could speak properly, the man who invented the key to symbols on maps. Legend. So yeah, I wasn't very good at school though. I wasn't very good. I've always been quite creative though. I've always been good with my hands, good at making stuff, right? And my proudest moment at school was when I was 12 years old, and in metalwork, I made a working fridge, right? Made a working fridge, took it home. My parents were so proud of me, they stuck it to one of their paintings. So yeah, I've my girlfriend, funnily enough, mentioning paintings. My girlfriend's an artist. She's an artist. When we were allowed to travel before all this happened, we went down to London. We went to the National Portrait Gallery. I'll be honest with you, that confused me. National Portrait Gallery. How come that's actually wider than it is tall? National Landscape Gallery, surely. But anyway, whilst we were there, right, we had a bit of an argument because we were having an argument over who was the best portrait artist of all time, right? And we had a bit of an argument. I reckon I know it's a bit unconventional, but I love the portraits of Pablo Picasso. I think they're brilliant, right? And I know a lot of people don't think they're that great, but I love them, right? So I said to my girlfriend, I said that we'll have a little bit of a vote. So in the comments here, right, if anyone wants to help me out here, have a little vote. We'll have a little vote on whether you agree with me that Pablo Picasso was the best portrait artist of all time, and we'll have eyes to the left, nose to the right. So that's the way. That doesn't really work online in the comments there, but if we were having an actual vote on it, that's how we do it. So yeah, what else has been going on with me? Here's something I realised the other day. Right, take this away with you. Amaze your friends. Right, if you rearrange the letters of postman, they get really annoyed. Yeah, because apparently they're in some sort of system that they use there. So yeah, here's a bit of advice for you as well. If you're international travellers and that sort of thing, now, if you ever bump into Vladimir Putin, right, and you're going to buy him a drink, don't ask him what's your poison, because that can go down really badly. I actually made a jelly of Vladimir Putin not so long ago, yeah, and now I'm worried that I may have set a dangerous president. So there's that. So I don't know how long. I think I've done about my time, Steve. Is that about long enough? It's been a while since I've done a gig, so you get a bit rusty. And these online gigs, they're always slightly terrifying for the performer. Oh, there he is. He's popped up.
I'm here, my friend. Yes.
I don't know if I've said this to people before, but like the thing is, when you're doing a live gig and you're in a theatre or a club, you can look across to the wings and see the MC just waiting there, and they can give you a wave if you've done your time or whatever. But these online gigs, you never know if the MC might have just nipped off to go to the toilet. It might be halfway through a number two,
you and your number twos.
I know, I'm obsessed with number two. It's because I suffer from IBS. That's why I'm obsessed with it. Yeah,
that's it. He wasn't my favourite politician, to be fair.
No, but it's genuinely true. I don't know if people know about IBS. I won't go into detail because it's not very pleasant. But it's irritable bowel syndrome, or as my friends have christened it, itchy bum syndrome. But I got diagnosed with that. Right, this is why I'm obsessed with all things number two. Because I actually have to when I go to the toilet, I have to keep a record of every time I go to the toilet, which of course I've christened my logbook. So that's kind of why
I missed that because my earphones went weird.
I'll do that for you again, Steve. I have to keep a track of all my times I go to the toilet, which of course I've christened my logbook.
That's the one. Thank you very much. That's very good. Thank you very much. You need a Star Trek noise then for that. Doo-doo. Can I just say as well, love your dog. He was commenting on all your jokes. Sometimes he was growling in the right order.
Was he? He's hectic.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what's up with him. Oh, he wants to go out, I think, because I've shut the door.
Oh, bless. Hey,
yeah,
Tony, thank
you very quietly, but he was hectic.
He's doing great. I love your dog. What's his name?
His name's Chuck. Go on, shout, Chuck.
Chuck.
Come here. Hang on.
Chuck. Oh no! Look, we'll get now. People, please donate for Chuck. You can. Oh, don't do that. Now we've lost. Everyone's going to love you now.
Donate,
brought Chuck.
Donate, or the dog gets it.
Yeah. Tony, I'm going to let you go because I know you got a gig at 9. But thank you so much. You're welcome back anytime if you just need to come on. But I'm hoping that things will open up soon for us all.
Yeah, well, let's hope so. And I can get out of this cellar that I'm locked in.
That's right. Yeah, God bless you. Thanks again, Tony. Tony Cowards, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Hey, my goodness. I've even done a clock here, right? I've done a clock. If you see that, comedians, that means you've got a minute left, all right? But I love Tony, so I'm happy. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that thing. I'm happy with that thing. Right, so thank you so much. Please, can you see this code here, this QR code? Where is it? There, right. Please, get your mobile phone out and scan it, and otherwise the dog gets it, right? I'm happy if you just donate £1. I really am. I really am happy. And also comment along classic tone. There you go. Please comment as much as you want, and I want you to join in. If you want to come and join, if you want to come and talk to me in the studio, on the left we have the QR code for the money, but on the is that the left or the right? Whichever way you're looking at it, you can scan that and come and talk to me in the studio. You can tell me anything about your life. Also, I want someone to put a caption for that, right? Look at that picture and in the comments, put a caption for that. All right, there you go. Have you got that? So you can do that for me. Also, we have a news reporter. We've sent Av Singh out and about to gather news stories of the day. So we're going to go and check in on Av now. He's doing his news report. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time on the Hen House, in the Hen House for the Hen Nights, we have Av Singh's News Hound report. Hi, Av. How's it going over there? Av? Hey, Av, can you hear me? Av? 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 Oh. Yeah, well, I don't know if he can hear me, but he's meant to be checking in regularly with news reports. Hey, can you remember when Jake Cornford was with us? Jake, I'm going to bring him in because I'm going to talk about him, and I think it's better to talk about him when he's with us rather than talk about him when he's not with us. So we're bringing back for the second time Jake Cornford, all the way down in Waterland.
Hello.
Hi, Jake. Right? Where you? Because you moved? Did you move to London?
Yes. So I've been here just over a year now. Living in Southeast London. It's all right.
A year of lockdown, isn't it? Really?
I know. Yeah, possibly the worst time to move. I managed to get a couple of gigs in, so it's all right.
Yes. I did notice that because I made you become my friend when you first did it, because I really did enjoy your set, I have to be honest. And considering you, because I do believe you were fairly new.
I guess.
Is that right?
I've been doing it just under 2 years. So I started doing it in Cardiff. There's
I did that.
Just not as much comedy going on in Cardiff as there is London, obviously. But so just under about 2 years now.
It depends on your point of view, because my niece lives in Cardiff and I've seen some hilarious things go on there, but I think you're talking professional comedy rather than idiots.
No, I just mean as in the amount of comedy nights going on in the circuit.
No,
things like that. But there's some really, really good Welsh comics for sure.
Is that your nickname, J-Corn?
Yes, it is, yeah.
Excellent. J-Con. Do you know what Tom Hanks's nickname is?
Go on.
Thanks.
Very good.
To be fair, that's not my joke. That is a Daniel Towns joke from Australia. It's a brilliant joke.
You told it very well. I'm sure he wouldn't mind.
Oh, his version is much better than mine. I just abbreviated it for that moment in time. His is brilliant. So yeah. Anyway, I shouldn't talk about other comedians when I'm talking to you. But here's something for us. Red Sky at Night. Eli's on the fire. Cardiff joke. Do you like my accent, by the way?
Ely's on fire.
I don't know what that means.
In Cardiff, yeah. Big up all the Cardiff people watching right now.
The Cardiff Massive.
Yeah, that's it. And the members of the forum, if they're watching as well, hello.
Have you got a forum?
Yes, yeah, I do. I'm part of a very sort of secretive group of people we meet in the dark to discuss important matters. Yeah, and that's all I'll say on it. I can't really say too much.
I think you've said enough. I really do. Can you point at the QR code and tell people to get their phones out and scan it?
Yeah. Scan that. That's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's pretty close. I'm happy with that.
It's better than mine. There you go. Scan that. Because and give some money, because the more money we get, right, then the more we can do this, because this software, even though it's making me stutter and junk, it just cost me a lot. Do you know Lorraine Allen?
I do, yeah. That's my mum. Hello, mum.
And is this your son?
No, that is the baby Neil. Yeah, that is my son.
When you say the baby Neil, I'm assuming, because you don't look old enough to have a child that's got a Facebook account.
Well, I have a very good skincare routine, Steve.
So do I on my walnuts. Right, I'm going to go because it's no good. Thanks, Jake. I really am glad that you've come back, and I hope the world does open up more for you, because I think we all need a live audience.
Absolutely.
So, ladies and gentlemen, second time back in the hen house. Give it up for Jake Cornford.
Hello. I am Jake Cornford. Welcome to my kitchen. Didn't go for the green screen, so it was a bit showy, really. Hello. I'm just gonna have a little sip of water. So I've been spending a lot of my time recently just reminiscing, because there's not a lot to do at the moment. So I've just been thinking quite a lot about my time in high school. And I loved high school. And I spent most of my time in my high school years working out like who I wanted to be, who I was. Who are you, Jake Horn? That's what I said to myself. And what I wanted to be so badly was an emo kid. Right, that's all I wanted to be, and I had this long straightened hair. I wore the clothes. I listened to the music, but I couldn't be a fully blown emo because I didn't smoke, and that's kind of fundamental to the brand, isn't it? Really, but I was terrified of getting caught smoking. So while I would stand with all my friends behind the tennis courts, and they'd all be smoking their Rollies or their Richmond Super Kings, and I'd just be stood there with a tuna sandwich, and it didn't quite fit the image. Do you know what I mean? And I kind of had a bit of an identity crisis, because if I wasn't stood there wishing I was smoking, I would be in choir practice. You see, because this is where it got a little bit tricky for me, because I wanted to be an emo kid so bad. I wanted to be that moody emo kid smoking fags with a don't give a fuck attitude. But I also wanted to play Riff in the upcoming production of West Side Story. So kind of conflicting ideas there. And I will say, just as a side, I would have made a really good Riff, but I was cast as Bernardo instead, which is, yeah, I know, fine. It's a good role, not the role I wanted. And I took the role and I made it mine, because that's just what I do. I am a professional. And I know you're saying, Jake, you probably deserve to be Riff, to be honest, but I don't. It was a long time ago, so just don't worry about it anymore. All right. I also played rugby in school, so this is where the identity thing got even tougher for me, because it was like, did I want to be the emo kid? Did I want to be the drama kid? Or did I want to be like the macho rugby lad? Do you know what I mean? And I realized even at that young age, when I was in school, that a lot of the lads that I played rugby with exhibited behavior that we would now call toxic masculinity. Yeah. But back then they just called it banter. It was just a different thing. They just called it banter. And the term banter is quite a broad phrase, sort of an umbrella term, really, because it also included homophobia and sexism, all under the same word, which was sort of efficient, if anything, really. But I thought I'd seen the last of that kind of behavior. We've all grown up a bit. left school. But genuinely, last time I was in work is obviously ages ago, but I work in a restaurant, right? And a guy that I work with came up to me and he said, "Here, Jake, have you seen that bloke on table 6? No homo, but his hair is amazing." And I was like, "No homo? What is it about straight blokes being terrified that another straight bloke is going to think they're gay?" I kind of felt like going, "Oh, well, thank God you said no homo." Because with a compliment like that about another man's hair, I thought you might just go over there and gobble up his cock right away. Just go right at it. No homo. Like, I just think that's ridiculous. So imagine being so insecure that you think that complimenting another man on his trim makes you gay, which is weird enough. But imagine then thinking that saying no homo made it not gay. like I imagine maybe if I walked in on him in the kitchen and he's fucking the chef at the arse and he's like, yeah, no homo. No, I just said no homo because it's not gay because I said no homo, so not gay. doesn't happen. The other thing I want to say was that with the no homo thing, I've never heard a gay man say no hetero. Do you know what I mean? Imagine that. They'd be like, "No hetero, mate, but can you pop the footy on? United kick off at 4. Or, "No hetero, right? But I think Peaky Blinders is my favourite TV programme." Yeah, right. Hear me out. No hetero, but I think that navy blue jeans and black leather shoes are a good look, actually. No, I think that's a good look. And we've all seen them on a Rugby International Day, haven't we? It'll be those blokes, middle-aged blokes, Wales rugby jersey knockoff version, and then like boot-cut denim jeans with those pointy toe like shit flicker leather shoes. It's a good look, gents. It's a good look. So just before I finish, I just wanted to go back to the whole high school thing because I did really enjoy high school, but I know that those years were tough for a lot of people, like due to things like bullying. And I do just want to say that if you were bullied in high school, I want to say, gutted, you loser. No, that's not what I mean. I'm just kidding. Fuck bullying. Bullying is awful. And genuinely, if you did have a problem with bullying, what I want you to do is after tonight's show, like genuinely go on Facebook, look up the person that bullied you, and you will not be disappointed. I promise. Just have a little flick through their Facebook timeline. Most likely they'll be married to another boggin bully from your school. They'll have 3, possibly more ugly, horrible, ratty bully children, right? And at least in either the kitchen or the living room, possibly both, they'll have live, love, laugh on the wall. And you can be safe in the knowledge that they are miserable. All right, so you can take that's from me to you. You can take that. And I think that's been my time. So make sure you donate. And I've been Jake Cornford. Cheers.
Jake, too many things that I want to talk about there. Too many, right? No homo, right? We should do the dance. I think you, right, were obviously excellent on the fairground ride of those bucking Broncos because that mime was
it's all in the hip, Steve. I mean,
was too good. Another thing, I wrote this down because I want to ask you the question whether or not this is your made up word or it's a true thing. Toxic masculinity.
Yes.
Love that. I don't know why, but I would use it because like it is toxic, and I agree. Also, final point, bullies on Facebook. Genius, you're a fucking genius because
it's true. Check them out. You won't be disappointed.
A guy that I'm talking, right? A guy that bullied me at school popped up on my timeline because we obviously had mutual friends from way back, and I looked at his profile picture. The National Front would have kicked him out for being too racist. I thought, oh, is that what you've turned into? I mean, it just made me feel good. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But you're right, and I think that's a nice bit of advice that you gave as well, and I appreciate that. So, oh crikey, man, you've got so many people here.
I
Loved it, Jake Corn.
No homo.
Well done, Jake. Live, love, laugh you. Live, love, laugh you. And thanks, Jane. Lorraine Allen, donate. There's a little square box there. You can donate to the world. Well, I say the world. It's great. Jake, you're a star. I really do think that. I think you've got a bright future behind you, as it were.
That's very sweet. Thanks.
But yeah, no, I'd love you to come back on if you got the time.
Yeah,
but I'd also love you.
Let's do it.
I'd love you to go out and do some stuff live, though. I really would, because I think that's what we need. So, absolutely. God bless you, Jake.
Thanks very much, Steve. Thanks for having me. Well, yeah, let's do it again.
Yeah, I love your bullying on Facebook. I do. It's so good. Thank you. It's made my day. So, Jake, see you soon. Thank you so much. I hate to get rid of you, but I'm running late. Thank you, Jake Cornford. J-Dog. That's not his name. I don't know what I'm talking about. Thank you so much. Look, ladies and gentlemen, we are running slightly over, so I apologise for the comics that are coming up. We've got Dana Landley, we've got John Fox, we've got Og, and we've got Lana Seabell. I've got to get it right because last time I called her anal semen and we weren't happy. So, what was I going to say? Yes, we're going to go and check in with Av, see what Av's up to at the moment. There's Av. I think we'll check in with Av after our next act. Yeah, I think Av, I'm going to send you a private message, mate. I think you should come back and do it from your house because we're not going to get in touch with you that way. I also would like other people to share this stream now because the J-Corn has taken 8 people with him. So I need more people back in the stream because we've got some great acts coming up. Our next act has just sent me a private message and has asked me to apologise for their appearance here. Fucking hell, we just lost 5 there and they've not even met you. Right, so when I'm going to say discovered, like I'm some sort of David Attenborough or whatever archaeology-y sort of person. When I found this next act, I was delighted because I feel there's a kindred spirit here, and which probably is going to make my family squirm. But I don't care. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to apologise because they asked me to apologise. It's Donna Landy, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, Donna.
Hello, Steve. How are you?
I'm all right. My goodness gracious me. Jake brought a lock to the party. I thought we were doing really well. We've lost half our audience since he's left.
Don't worry, I'm not going to take it personally.
Well, no, it was before we even saw your message about apologise.
Oh, I only said that because you said I must apologise for the next acts which are coming up about being late.
Oh, no, not apologise for the next, on behalf of. For and on behalf of the next act.
I thought it was appropriate. And I did think you were going to say that when I discovered the next act, I found her in the gutter. Wouldn't have been too far from the truth.
That's it. I don't know if my past or my future is in the gutter, but something is. That's remind me of a line.
I mean, come on.
I don't know. I did a good joke once about the present, but I have no idea. I better stop there because really you'd expect more from that, and it's not going to happen. It's never going to happen. So, because we've not seen you before, Donna. So you can either tell us a little bit about yourself, or tell us where you're from, or.
You've not seen me before. I was sure that was you on OnlyFans the other day.
You see, I knew you were going to do this to me. I knew you were going to do this, right? I honestly am an open book, and I find anything new fascinating. So, Donna, what's OnlyFriends?
OnlyFans. Have you not heard of OnlyFans?
No.
It's where celebrities and sex workers go to sell pictures of themselves and other services.
Oh, I may have heard it. I think there was a guy on Radio 5, a young lad, saying that he only does swimming trunk stuff, but he's making a fortune on it.
That's the one. That's the one. I thought, if you can't beat them, join them. I've got an account now. I haven't got anything on there yet, but I have got an account. It's called
I think that's better.
Donna's Dirty Dungeon. It would have been Dirty Donna's.
You've got right. I'm going to stop you there. Right?
They don't let you do that. There's too many letters.
I think my mother is watching this, and you've just put Donna's Dirty Dungeon in. No,
I don't mind. I don't have an age barrier. She can come down, get strapped.
No, she'll get a walking stick at you. I'll tell you. No, it's like. No, it's great. No, I like the idea of OnlyFans and just having no pictures. I think that's quite in itself. That's quite masochistic, isn't it? It's quite a good sort of. Anyway, I've decided I'm talking too much, and I think probably everybody else is agreeing. So, are you ready to do your stuff?
I'm ready to strut my stuff.
Excellent. I'm looking forward to this. Ladies and gentlemen, you please welcome, first time in the Hen House, or on Hen Nights, we have Donna Landy, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, everybody. Make some noise. Can't hear a thing, but make some noise anyway. And don't forget, subscribe, or whatever it is that you do with that thing there. Wait, can I get a finger on it? That one there. No, there. Yes. Donate some money. Hi, everyone. Full name, Donna Isabella. So I sound like a mafia godmother, but I'm actually Jewish, so it's not so much hoping not to get shot in the temple as praying yourself half to death in a temple and wishing that somebody would. I was raised to be a good Jewish boy, but now that I'm a bad Jewish girl, I'm so much better. But seriously, growing up trans and Jewish ain't a lot of fun. So if that applies to you, I'd like to give you a tip. Unfortunately, I've no longer got one. Yeah, but don't get me wrong, I'm not against male circumcision. No. In fact, if you ask me, I think they should be doing about 6 inches more of it. Now, sometimes people think they've seen me somewhere before. No, it wasn't RuPaul's Drag Race. I'm trans. I'm like this 24/7. Fuck off. Oh, if it was anywhere, it would have been the Undateables. I dress like a woman, sound like a bloke, and I'm hung like a gerbil. Who is going to date me? Oh, I've got more chance of falling pregnant, honest. So, how are we? That's a stupid question, isn't it? I mean, I know how I am. How am I supposed to know how you are? And I can't ask you because you just asked me. In fact, I was fine until you asked me that bloody question. Now, fuck off. Jesus. What are they like? Honestly. I come from the sunny county of Devon. We have rolling green hills, sandy beaches, and a complete and utter absence of apostrophes. Is it too much to ask for a tiny bit of ink? Our second-hand shop has a sign outside. It says, if you don't see what you're looking for, ask inside. What you're looking for, Y-O-U-R. I went in and I said, I was looking for an apostrophe, but I don't think you've got any. So I burned the place to the ground. Too extreme? What else has been going on? Oh, yes, I've managed to get a girlfriend during lockdown, which was rather nice. Although, having said that, she's like me, trans, and she's not completely out yet. So most of the time she's a he, which was a little confusing what to call them, whether my girlfriend or my boyfriend. So I decided to call her my goyfriend. Well, unless she was Jewish, in which case I take her home to me and my folks. Hi, Mum, Dad. Good news and bad news. Yeah. Yeah. What else can I tell you? I was wondering whether I should get into S&M, and then it hit me. I found it hard to get into bondage. I tried to iron out all my kinks, but the vinyl just melted. If you're not into this already, lesbian dating. I'm telling you, it's worth being trans just for the dating. I mean, sometimes there are as many as 8 lines between hi and are you wet yet? Obviously, they haven't read my profile. You do have to be a bit careful, though. I was in conversation with a lovely lady. Only one picture. She got straight into the chat. It was before Christmas. She said, I'd love to find you in my Christmas stocking. Well, you can come down my chimney anytime. I thought, I don't really fancy the chimney. I mean, that's a bit too dirty, even for me. But the idea of being in your stocking, not too bad. Anyway, I only found one picture of her, so I looked her up on the internet. Turns out she has a lot of pictures, friends, a lot, in various stages of undress. No, it's not so much that I'm upset about being catfished with a picture of a porn star. No, it's where I found them. The website is called idealwifes.com. Ideal wives? It's not wives, it's wives. Get your grammar right. Oh, man. What else can I tell you? Oh, yes. The other night I got hit up by a bloke on a lesbian dating site. How cocksure have you got to be to try and pick up lesbians? I mean, to be fair, I am a little bit cocksure myself. I'm sure I've got one, and I don't want it. He's from Egypt, Kadim from Egypt. He says his place of origin is, I kid you not, a town called Al Jizya. Is that his porn star name or an offer I can't refuse? And what's their tourist slogan? Thanks for coming. Really? What I really want to know is who's his genius friend who advised him on his profile? I mean, he put in there, what I'm looking for is a girl who's real, honest, and easy. I'm like, well, can be honest. Not quite sure how real he'd think I am. But how easy does he need? Haven't got a couple of girlfriends at the moment, which is great these days. Just call it Polly. In the old days, that was unfaithful. Mary, another one who hit me up. I was quite excited about Mary at first because she was so well educated. She said she had a doctorate, right? But the thing is, the first half of her profile was filled out in lowercase letters and the second half in uppercase. Now, that's a bit like going for a job with your CV written in crayon. She said in the chat, "You're very stunning. No apostrophe." So, and then she asked, "Have you never been with a woman before?" I said, "Listen, I'm trans and I've got 2 kids. You do the maths." I don't think that was her subject. I said, "What did you do your PhD in?" She said, first of all, lowercase letters with the final word in caps. She said, "It was in the law." I was like, bloody hell, I'm being catfished. Oh, by that bloke. I am the law. Yeah, him. Judge Dredd. Must have been. All right, that's it from me. Thank you very much. You've been a wonderful audience. Good night.
I didn't. I've got a touch screen. I'm sorry. I've got a touch screen and I didn't touch it hard enough. There's a joke there for everyone. Thank you, Donna. That was lovely. It's very, very, very good. Tell me more about Al Jizya.
I don't know. I can't. I mean, I was wondering. I think he wanted to take me shopping. At least I think that's what he said, to get something at the local clothes boutique. It was Al Jizya clothes.
Oh, yes. Oh, don't. Anyway, we've got a news story coming in from Av. Do you want to stay for a news story?
I would love to stay for a news story.
Excellent. He's back in his house, I think, now, rather than we left him out in the wherever it was we left him. Right. I'm not sure which video I've had to press now, so I'm going for that one. Oh, man, I thought I got that right. There you go. Av was meant to join us by video phone. Let's just check to see if he's there. Av, are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Thank you very much. What happened out in the park there? You look like you're in the park.
Yeah, I was looking for people to talk to.
And?
There was no people there.
So you didn't talk to them?
No.
Av, our news hound, ladies and gentlemen. I think what we need to do is to get you to talk to somebody else. But just for because it's in the contract. What were you going to talk about?
Because of the current situation, I was going to talk about the vaccines.
Do you know what? We've ought to address this as well, because Stephen Kewen's asking, where's your carrot, Av? And Av had to retire his carrot, which was upset a lot of people. But Av's carrot is retired. We're not sure if it's for a long-term situation, do we? We don't know.
No, it got a lot of feedback saying it was shit. So
That was only from me.
No, that was from my missus.
You can't help but live with the ones you love. Is a new Elton John song. So what were you going to ask them about? The virus?
The vaccines. The vaccine.
Oh, the vaccine.
The vaccines. There's a lot of conspiracy theories out there at the moment regarding the vaccines. I mean, for example, the Pfizer one.
Yeah.
It's Pfizer also developed Viagra.
Really?
Yeah, it did, yeah. And it, in my head, you think it always starts with a small prick.
That's in your head.
Small prick in your head.
No, I'm saying it doesn't matter.
Right.
Donna touched on the subject of lopping a bit more off, right? I don't know what it is about men and the size of their order. So so yeah, have you? Do you know what? Am I allowed to say you had your vaccine or not?
Yeah, I went to the doctors because there's always different variants about. So I went to the doctors. I says, "Can I have the one for Brazilian vax?" It stung. And then
it's a Brazilian. No, it's a Brazilian strain. You want the Brazilian strain. You don't want the Brazilian vaccination.
Oh, I was wondering why he looked at me a bit weird.
Cockeyed.
Yeah, especially when I took my trousers down. So
we're sharing more than we need to.
Okay. And then there's that, and there's also the different. You could mention the strains. There's the Brazilian one, and there's the Cockney one, isn't there?
This is
the Cockney strain.
Is it the Cockney one?
Well, I call it the Cockney one. Symptoms? Oh, you get that with your neck, back and forth, right?
I got that.
Occasionally suffer from a bout of Tourette's, and a lot of shit comes out your mouth instead of your arse.
You've thought of that one, haven't you? I got the Cockney virus, mate. Hey, well, you should stand up then. That was too clever for everybody. I apologise. Right, so look, Donna, I think has something to share with us about a story about vaccinating people. Let's bring Donna in and see if she has a story about. Hello, Donna. This is Av.
Hi,
Donna, Av.
Hi, Av.
How you doing?
I'm doing great, thanks. I've also had the vaccination, actually. Kind of funny enough.
Oh, you have as well?
Yeah, I have. Thanks to an old war wound, my cricketing past has finally paid off. It's great.
Oh.
Yes.
Do you mind asking? Did you have which one did you have?
Well, that was the thing. I got in there. I'm originally born in Cambridge, and they said, we're going to offer you the Oxford AstraZeneca one. And I was like, wash your mouth out with soap and water. Bloody hell.
All right. It behoves me to say that my son went to Cambridge to do maths, and he's now at Oxford doing a PhD. So he's torn between two universities. See,
he wouldn't have asked me if I've never been with a woman, would he?
To be fair, he finds it very difficult to talk to people.
Oh, bless him.
God bless him.
That's a callback to my set, but obviously you completely forgotten what I was talking about.
Right, can we cut this and start again? Right.
It matters not. It matters not. No, what I saw on the news was that, the headline was, of course, that the government is not going to infect children with the virus in order to study it, which I thought was like, what?
Well, I saw that as well. I thought they already started doing that when they sent them back to school. And then they tried it with Rishi tried it with Eat Out to Help Out.
That was a way of testing the virus. I agree.
Yeah, that was really good. Everyone was going out in groups of 6, weren't they? Like, are you lot all one household? Oh yeah, we're all one household. And then the same people the next day, different group of 6.
I know.
They all thought they were Rita Ora. That's why.
Yeah, it was. I was reading it, and you said it's called the Human Challenge Study. That was it, wasn't it, Donna?
Yeah, I don't it's not children. It's 18 to 30-year-olds. I mean, well, I suppose they are children for people of my advanced years.
There's someone fishing for a compliment. No, you don't look that old.
Thank you, darling.
Hey. Av does. Oh, fuck! Are we playing top trumps? Fuck off. Right. Right, I'm gonna. Do you know what? I am gonna cut this short because we are so running over time. But thank you, Donna, for joining us. Av, we'll see you in a minute with another story, I am sure. Ladies and gentlemen, let's say thank you to Donna and Av. Let's be having you. That does actually sound like a road to go to full of ladies. Let's be having you. Now, we are rocking and a-rolling. We are going over to America. What? No, seriously? We're going to America. If I was Neil Diamond, I would sing it. But as I'm not going to America, we're going to go and meet John Fox. Hello, John Fox. What are you doing in that portrait position? That's better. Thank you. Hi, John. You all right?
What's up?
So, oh, right. Okay. I can do that.
Yeah, I'm just happy that this is the first time I'm doing a show where I'm considered the guy with an accent. So this is exciting for me.
I like the word zup as well, though. So, John, just for the people that don't know, and maybe for the old people who've forgotten, whereabouts are you in America?
I'm from Brooklyn, New York.
New York. I think Lana's from New York as well. I've been told not to try accents because it makes me look weird.
Yeah. If you want to get the right New York accent, you just don't pronounce R's. You don't pronounce R in any sentence. Like, you got to say like New York or something like that.
So I'm going down to the Iver.
Yeah. Like, also, you just gotta like everyone's this guy. Like, that's how New Yorkers pretty much are.
I like the word "this guy" ever since I watched The American Office, but it's probably an inappropriate joke as well. So, what do you do I say normally. You're a comedian, for goodness sake. So, what's your lockdown like in New York, or your?
I mean, things are easing up a little bit. Like, we're just getting live sports back in New York, and the weird thing is, like, there's a lot of outdoor shows in comedy, but like apparently it's done illegally right now, according to the governor. And apparently the person that's allowed to run shows is our governor, which I find ridiculous.
So your governor's allowed to host comedy nights?
Apparently he's the only one that has to approve it. Like, it's very strange and it's very weirdly done.
My goodness gracious!
I did send him a tape to his office. Yeah, I did email a tape to his office though, so I'm hoping to hear back.
Oh well, that's good. I actually wrote to my mum's local MP recently to make sure that she got the virus, and bless them. Not the virus. That's a really wishful thing, isn't it? The vaccine.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Please give my mother the virus. No.
Mom, right?
Yeah, that's a terrible thing to say. It's a good job this isn't live because I'm going to cut that shit out. Right. So, look, let's get on with the show. John Fox, are you ready to do your bit? Good. Ladies and gentlemen, please, first time in the Hell House. I'm going to go and sit down for a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome John Fox.
Okay, awesome, guys. So I was eating dinner with my family the other night, and we were eating Chinese food. I grab a fortune cookie. I open up the cookie, and the fortune said, "Pick another cookie." Yeah, I was like shocked when I saw that. I'm like, yeah, have you guys ever have a fortune cookie give up on you? Like, that's pretty much what I went through right there. Opened it up and they were like, yeah, I'm not dealing with you. like, yeah, you're too much for me to deal with. Yeah, here's some numbers we're gonna call lucky and a word in Chinese you'll never remember. That's that's basically how it was. And the worst part was there were no more fortune cookies left, so there was no good fortunes for me at the end of dinner after that. So during the day, I work with my dad, and when you work with your dad, you're either one of two things. You're either you're trying to get into the family business, or you're not smart enough for another job. Yeah, and because I do comedy, that means I'm not smart enough for another job. It's always the latter. And like I remember a couple of years ago, my whole office was sent to sexual harassment training. Like, do you know how weird it is to be forced to go to sexual harassment training by the guy who also gave you the sex talk? Like, it's very weird. Like the guy who told me, like the guy who hired someone to tell me that you should never force your behavior on anyone is the same guy who told me when you see your moment, take your shot. And I'm just like, what the fuck am I supposed to? That is everything you told me growing up a lie? Like the guy who hired someone to tell me that everyone in the workplace deserves to be treated as equals is the same guy who told me, hey, it doesn't matter what color they are, they're all pink on the inside. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. Yeah, by the way, if you're cringing at that, that's fine. It's something my dad once told me in a casual conversation, by the way. And I was just like, Dad, if you're going to keep shouting out random crap every time the Mets are losing, we can't watch baseball together anymore. This is becoming insane, you crazy old man. Yeah, and I do remember like working with him like over the years. Apparently he doesn't do background checks from what I learned. Yeah, I thought that I was in an office full of professionals and in one cubicle is his son that likes to black out on a Tuesday night. Like I thought that's what I was getting myself into. But no, apparently if you can bullshit with my dad for an hour, you have a job. I don't know what you're going to be doing, but you got a job. Yeah, and I know this because because we were eating lunch one day and we found out that an old coworker of ours was robbing banks on the side. Yeah, apparently this is how easy it is to rob a bank in the United States. All you have to do is just walk up to the counter, slip a note, say I'm robbing you, and then just walk away with like $1,000. That's how this guy did it. He did that in 13 banks, and all he did to disguise himself was put on a different hat in each bank. And so we ended up sending his information to New York's Crime Stoppers, and they responded with, yeah, we've had this guy's information for months. Yeah, apparently snitches stitches if everyone's ratting you out. I guess that's how it goes. Yeah, so we ended up telling my dad, and instead of him saying, oh, maybe I should do a little more research on whoever I hire, his response was, wow, I know how to pick them, and then just walked away like nothing's happened. And I'm like, seriously, Dad? Like, you didn't hire a guy who asked you for a job. He used this as a headquarters. Like, how are we tied into this? Like, there's definitely something connected. Oh, my. It was a crazy day, that was. That's for sure. So I was talking to this girl a couple of months ago. Things were going well. We were going back and forth. So I asked her out, and she texted me this back. She said, sure, in theory. And I'm just looking at it like, all right, cool. What about reality? What about reality? That's what I was going with when I asked you that question. It's like I didn't ask what if we went out and had a good time. I was like, no, let's actually figure this out. Let's make plans. And it's like, what was I supposed to respond? Oh, let's wait till the stars align, and that's how I know if you'll say yes or no. Like, no, that's stupid. So I asked her what she meant, and she said, oh, I just need to check my work schedule. And I'm like, you could have just said that. You told me two different things. It's not even a guessing game. Like, that was just making me confused. Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of dating. Like, here's the best way I can describe dating. My parents once told me a story about a time where my uncle, he once swallowed his own tooth. I don't know how he did it, but he swallowed his own tooth, crapped it out, found it in his own crap, and then put it right back in his mouth. And I'm like, oh, God. Yeah, as a kid, I was like, wow, that is disgusting. As an adult, I'm like, oh, that's dating. Because I'm literally searching through crap to fill in an opening inside of me. All right, I'll leave you guys with this. it's been actually a year since the last time I went on the road and did comedy. I was doing a show out in Akron, Ohio, in America, and like if you've never heard of Akron, it's okay. Nobody's forcing you to go. Nobody's forcing you to learn about it. It's not a special place. Like the only thing it's known for, it's the birthplace of one of the best athletes in the world, LeBron James. And even he said, I need to get the hell out of here. Yeah, so nobody cares about Akron, Ohio. So anyway, here's what happened. It was after the show. I'm outside smoking a cigarette, and a homeless guy walks up to me and says, damn, you look like you're waiting for something good to happen. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. Apparently, I look so sad a homeless guy can walk up to me and say, yeah, I have nowhere to go, but dude, you're bumming me out. You got to fix this up. And that's it for me, guys. Thanks for having me.
Hey, well done. Thank you very much, John Fox. We've got Lena Sibel's up later. Sable, I get it wrong. I'll get it right. She knows you and she says you're lovely.
Oh, thank you. What was it, in the private chat or something?
Yeah, that was in the private chat.
Go.
God bless you.
That's the message. Was.
Hey, thanks so much. Will you come back again, John?
Oh yeah, dude. I had a great time doing this.
Good, because I assume it's around 4:30 there, is it?
It is, yeah, 4:30.
Yeah, 4:30. Yeah, I'll get all my time zones learnt by the end of 2021. I'll tell you that. It's a weird place, America. You got 5 time zones, I reckon.
No, out here we got 4.
Okay, all right then. We've got 2 time zones. We've got. Don't let me start. No, I was going to say, yeah. We've got olden times, which is what people want us to go back to live in. Right. Thanks so much, John. It's been a pleasure to have you on the Henn House. We'll see you soon. All right.
Sounds great.
Thanks, John. John Fox, ladies and gentlemen. Very good. That's good. Hey, well, I'm going to rush through people tonight because at the end of the day, you're another day older. We are very lucky. I'm going to bring Av in for this because that's not Av. Sorry, we're going to bring Av in because Av's here, and we've got somebody, Av, from a long time ago. Do you know a long time ago?
Well, like when Maggie Thatcher was Prime Minister.
No. Before Maggie Thatcher. Before the
Maggie
Beatles. Thatcher. Yeah. We are going back to the days of the cave person. See how politically correct I can be. So we've got Oog, son of Og here. I'm not sure whether or not Oog, son of Og, Oog, son of Og, son of Oog, is actually in the stream. But he is because he's like from a long time ago, his camera feed may be slightly...
I'm going to say, they didn't have internet back then, did they?
Yeah, it's technically challenged cave person. So, what I'm going to do, Av... Let me turn your mic off. Yes. So he's obviously there, but he can't get his internet working, which is incredible. I'm going to send a secret message in caveman language, and the message will be, I suggest you leave the studio and come back in again. Ah. So that's I think I understand what I meant to say. And then he'll get the message. But I feel that we can only hear him, and I really would like. On. So I would. So it's difficult unless we can get the and then it. Yeah. So I don't know. Have a go. See if you can talk to him.
Hello. You all right?
I don't know. Don't.
Right. Okay.
It sounds like Boris.
No, it's far more intelligent than Boris. Right. What we're going to do is. Yes, you're right. So I'm gonna. Right. What I'm gonna do is Og. I'm gonna see if you can come back in again. All right, because we need the camera. So that's good news. So let's hope he comes back. If Og from sort of Ag doesn't come back, we can go straight to Lana because Lana's around. But is there any other news item you want to talk about, Av?
Well,
carry on.
I was going to say, well,
Go carry on.
There was a bit about
Lena, stand down. Right. He's here now.
Okay.
Internet. That was the noise you could hear, Av.
Oh, okay. He's flinting it, is he?
He's flinting it. That's easy for you to say. Yeah.
There's a bit of Boris in the hair, isn't there?
There's a lot of Boris in the hair. I do think I think Og, son of Ag, can actually understand what we can say, but I don't think his motor neural skills can actually make him.
I reckon he was all right before he had the vaccine. With long COVID effects. Long
COVID sounds like a singer. Look, I tell you what, I think if we get Og to do his bit, and then maybe come back and talk about the news with Og.
Okay.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, after this short interlude, we're coming back with Og, son of Ag.
Where are you? Let's be having you!
Oh, ha. Honda 혼방울린다 홀르간디 혼댕에 홀리간데 혼다고니가 혼리간데 간다된다 하거라 한지나 하니가 하라 헌데덴데 간데 돈다 단다 헌데덴데 하라 홀루 간데 단다 룰루루루 간데 룰루루 룰루 하르다 honda gandede donda honda bandada baruga honda de gandeda honda bandade honda gandede de gandunda da gandeda da what did it gandeda bende gandin dun da gandin dun da la and then huli gande 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 ole bende gede gandin dun ba la what le gade and then gede ha huli Holamondo Huliganda, I did ho gandanda sundudo, ho hundaganda sundudo, ho gandida, ha ganda hulula hulula oh adinde henganda da elemende de oh ganda de dun 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 adala lindin de rundere dembe de denemende de wiki oh ganda de kala oh ganda oh ganda hundred gande rinde hoda oh ginde dunde inde gunde hoda Hoda hilde ginde do aligaba Hoda ginde birdigande hulen mad Wina hulen mad gunde de Hoda ginde boo atanga dembade Honda ginde de Honda gande walk away On the ginde bende wow 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 yeah ha hundred oh gande hende bende mende den gande oh london hum taragande mada hundred bende hundred ole gande dundere oh gande bende hola 하면 혼들인데 멘데베데 뭐라
Oh, don't eat your crayons, please. Don't eat your crayons. I like the fact I'm going to need to do this because, like, Oog, son of Ag, 30,000 years before COVID, and I think that's important. Interesting. A lot of people are concerned that we had you on the show, but honestly, that rendition of Tom Jones is worth the money in itself. And I'm just going to check if people want Oog, son of Arg, back, then do not comment. If you don't want him back, then comment, and that's fine. So Oog, let's bring Av back in because Av, I'm sure, has got some questions about what was going on in 30,000 BC. Av, were you expecting that?
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
To be fair, I've had a lot of messages saying, "What on earth is this?"
What was that before Ugg came on?
Well, to be fair, yeah, you're right. It's all through all through the night, as Tom Jones might have sung. Oog, have you got any news stories that you'd like to talk about?
Wiki. Oh, the whole yeah.
I'm pretty sure that wiki is sex.
I'm not interested.
You're not interested in wiki?
Nah.
Or you're just not interested in the way this is going now?
Oh, Steve! Breaking news! Breaking news, Steve. Hold on. The missus
he's not.
says...
Hey, look, hold on. I think
Yeah, breaking news. I've got to go. Apparently the missus is pissed off with me. So hold on. Sorry.
Yeah, all right. Av's got to go. Ladies and gentlemen, That's leaving a sinking ship, I think is he's called that. Oog, son of Arg, no one has said to me that they don't want you back next week, so maybe we'll get you back next week. I'd like to say it's been an absolute privilege for me to have you here in the hen house. Oog, son of Arg, I hope I've pronounced it right. Do I say Oog or Oog? He's eating crayons, ladies and gentlemen. Can I just say, don't send your children back to school eating crayons. Oog, son of a... Bye-bye. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Wow. Don't tell me that you haven't had a better Friday night in the past year. Don't ever tell me that. Now, I've saved the best till last, but unfortunately, we've lost a lot of people. Absolute joy last time she was on. Lena Siebel, is that right? I keep saying.
Perfect.
How are you, Lena? It's lovely to see you.
Lovely to see you too. And I have to tell you, my 8-year-old son's big Tom Jones fans. So we hear the best of every single day. He's 8, but it's not unusual to be loved by anyone. I want to die. I know I could do the whole thing.
Shall I tell you my Tom's joke? She's off. She's dancing. Shall I tell you my Tom Jones joke? You can have it.
Yes.
It's a very, very old joke.
I've got at least 3. I'm just warning you. I've got 2 minutes.
Okay.
We listen to the greatest hits every day. It
goes
a lot
like
of Tom
this.
Jones, yeah.
I went to the doctor's the other day. I said, Doctor, I've got a very, very sore voice. I said, I've got a very, very sore voice. He had a look and he says, oh, you've got a bit of Tom Jones-itis. I said, is that common? He said, no, it's not unusual.
That's cute. But we need a little.
Yeah, it's a bum. It's a very old joke, but I do like it. So how's your lockdown going?
Not good. No, it's almost been. No, it's fine. It's been almost a year, right? Yeah. And I hate lately. I hate people asking. You know what? I'll save it for the bit. I have so many. It's like so much material now, but I'm with you here, so it's not too bad, right? How are you doing?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, how are you doing? Who do you think I am, Joey?
How are you doing?
How are you doing?
How are you? It's like you're asking me how I'm doing. How are you doing?
Yeah. No, it's been a very bad few months. I'll be honest with you. But there's a bright golden haze on the meadow, I think is what they say.
Absolutely.
But but apart from that, I'm hoping that things are going to get better and will start opening up.
They will. I think it's going to be the Roaring 20s. I really think it's going to be a whole renaissance, and everyone really wants to go out. Who wants to stay in anymore? Yeah.
Well, that's it. My wife didn't want to stay in. She went out, and she's not come back since Christmas. But that's fine.
My husband would consider you lucky. He could only live for such luck.
I tell you, there's a fair few.
Man. Yeah. I think you're living out a lot of people's dreams. When this thing ends. Yeah.
I think that's the thing. It is. But at least you had a bit of news like that Biden's now taken over the control of the situation, so that's got to be a little bit better.
I was going to start out by talking about him. That's going to be my... There's so much stuff I want to tell you. Yeah,
You do your bit, and then maybe if we've got time coming back, this is going to be the shortest show ever, and it's now turning into the longest show ever. But hey,
it's been fun.
That's all right.
We're hungry.
It's lovely to see you.
You
do your bit,
I'm so
and
happy you're doing these.
Thank you so much. I'm doing it for you. Ladies and gentlemen, you and Lena Siebel. I'll get it right. I will.
Perfect. You got it. Thank you so much, Steve. You were just talking about Biden. I'm not going to get too political, but I have to tell you, I've never cared about an old man this much. Every time Biden goes up to the podium, I'm like, no, why are there stairs there? Somebody help him. Keep your mask on. The COVID could still get you. And seriously, you're playing with your dog. I think you've got more important things to do. If he really wants to play a game, I'm just suggesting maybe a crossword puzzle or a Sudoku. We need him to keep his mind sharp. Tom Jones, I liked your joke, Steve. My son, sings it every day. New Year's, all the holidays were different this year for sure, but we were glad the grandparents came over. And of course, he had to sing Tom Jones for them. But did it have to be the song Sex Bomb? got awkward. My husband and I left the room. He's a true professional. He sang the whole thing. And then he was like, it was like there was no reaction. It was like I was singing to drunk senior citizens. And we're like, yeah, if you want to have a similar career as Tom Jones, you're going to be singing to a lot of drunk senior citizens. I liked you talking about role playing, you know, to like spice things up. We've been rewatching Sopranos. You know, I don't know if I'm sure you guys watch it. It's one of the greatest shows. And my husband's Italian American. I'm Russian Jewish. And, you know, it'd be fun to role play, you know, him as this powerful mob boss. But, you know, it wasn't quite what I envisioned. I got really tired of playing Svetlana. She's the home attendant with a one leg. Yep. Svetlana is actually my real name. And I used to be a Latin dancer. I was ranked 7th in the United States. And also in England, it's big in England. I'd perform internationally twice a year. I'd come down but I had, you know, my peers are in Dancing with the Stars now, by the way. But I had the worst Latin dancer stage name ever. It was actually Svetlana Feldman. So embarrassing. The announcer in England, he'd be like, and now dancing the sexy cha-cha-cha, Svetlana Feldman? That can't be right. Yeah. So much to tell you guys. So I've been making fun of, you know, Biden for stairs, but a year ago I fell down 20 steps of stairs. Yeah, I was both terrified and bored. I was like, how many times am I going to keep hitting my head until this just ends? I was on a roll. But yeah, I had to go to the emergency room, and you know, the doctor, he was like, so what do you do? And I'm like, you never know how people are gonna react. And I'm like, I'm a stand-up comedian. And he got so excited. He was like, oh, like the marvelous Mrs. Maisel. I was like, no, more like the Joker. Have you seen the last one? Very accurate. I hate when people, you know, ask, what do you do? Especially now during the pandemic, you know, and I think I've come up with a perfect answer. So somebody's like, so what do you do? And I'm like, well, my husband's working from home. My son is schooling from home. And I'm hiding in the bathroom. Yes, it's The Shining. So this is where, you know, Jack Nicholson goes stir crazy, but only after like 3 months. What a weakling. We've been in this for a year. And, you know, he's in this hotel mansion. We're in one bedroom in Brooklyn, you know. So the Joker, yeah, you know, I think I'm going to end on this. I think it was a really great movie. Except for, you know, the director made him a stand-up comedian to convey the loneliness. But I love my stand-up comedians. You know, I feel very attached and close to them. I think it would have been a much better movie if the Joker was part of an improv troupe. Because, guys, there's nothing lonelier than when your whole improv troupe doesn't like you. All right, I think that's my time. I'm Lana Siebel. Thank you so much, Steve. This has been so much fun. Have a great night.
Lana Siebel! God bless you. Hey, thanks very much. You came in bang on time. I like that. My Alexa's going to go off before I put my timer up. So that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That was fun.
Oh, bless you for doing this.
No, thank you. I feel like all the other comics and your bits were like perfectly leading up to like everything I covered. It was like everything kind of connected. So that was nice.
That's right. Synchronicity is a beautiful thing. Do you want to have a chat with Av? Because Av, here she comes. Alexa, shut up. Right, she's a very naughty person. Right, here we go. Av's going to come in now. We're going to see what. Let's see. There, Av.
Hello.
I think you got.
How are you?
I think you got a bit. Have you met before?
I think so, on the last show. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. You okay?
Did you have a look at his carrot?
His carrot. Is this a phallic suggestion?
Oh no! I think you were BC as well.
Carrot. No.
You were before carrot. I think you were before carrot.
I was before carrot. Yeah.
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 Pre-carrot.
It was a great. Av had a box, and he didn't tell anyone what was in the box, and we had to guess what it was.
I remember the box. I don't remember the carrot. This is turning into...
It's a story of his life.
See how memorable it was, Steve.
Yes,
I remember his box. Yep.
Yeah. You can once seen, never forgotten, which is cool. Oog, you went off when Oog was on.
Yeah, just by coincidence.
It was a breaking news story. Lana, is there anything in the news that you wanted to talk about with Av?
Well, the vaccine now in New York, now it's like you could get it if you have underlying conditions, including obesity. And, we're like, I'm pretty like normal sized, but especially American standards, I'm totally average. But we have this neighborhood, it's called the Upper East Side, where women don't eat. I don't know if you've heard of it. A lot of them are very it's like pretty much illegal if you're over size 4. A lot of them are very wealthy. So I think if we go to the Upper East Side where the women don't eat, we can be considered obese and get the vaccine. So we're very excited about that.
I like that. Do you know what? We're way past our time. I'm going to bring the other comedians in if they want to join in, and we can just have a chat to see what the world happens. And then the people, the 23 people that are watching, you can either stay and listen to our chat, or you can disappear. I'm watching everybody now doing all their hair before I bring them into the stream. Right, Oog, do your hair. Oog, do your hair. Oog, do your hair. La, Donna. There's Donna and John.
On my hair.
There you go. I can put that one back in the middle. Right, so we've had a great night. I thank you all so much for being part. That's not the one I want to press, is it? I want to do.
Thanks for giving me
that one. Right no, that's no good. Let's do that. Or, I mean, if anyone knows how to speak caveman. I said it. I was doing so well. I was calling it cave person. Av, you try it.
Oh, seriously? I can't speak caveman.
Maybe you can do another Tom Jones. That would be nice.
I can speak Punjabi. Ajo.
Oh, yeah, very good. Right, I'm gonna see. There we go. Look, let's see what happens with us 5. Right. So, anybody want to say anything?
I had a great time. I thought everyone was really strong. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. No, there was nice people on tonight.
Yeah.
And all of you are here as well, which is good. And the ones that are not here.
For the prehistoric guys.
I'm not here.
You're here. You're here. There's nothing we can do about that. You're here. You're all here. Right, John, how are you? Do you know Lana?
Yeah.
Okay, he's not speaking to us.
There we go. My mic was muted. That's a problem. Yeah.
Hey, maybe if I bring Oog in and unmute his mic. No, we might hear him do things. No, I don't. I've learned, if there's one thing I've learned about cave people, it's me and Cave Green Room is texting is better than his vocal skills. I just made myself laugh. I apologise. Somebody talk.
I was just going back. You mentioned about the vaccines. Has anyone got any conspiracy theories about the vaccine? Anyone?
No, I think it's fine.
No. Well, I heard one, Johnson & Johnson, and then you got Boris Johnson, right? Because Johnson making a vaccine, and then they also make baby shampoo?
Yep.
With no more tears.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and we had a tier system in the UK. It was predicted. You see, there's something going on there.
I love the way you've thought about this, Av.
I know.
I mean,
very good.
I wouldn't trust Johnson & Johnson because they own one of the shittiest American football teams. So that's the whole reason why I don't trust Johnson & Johnson's vaccines.
Name the team. Yeah, what's the team?
New York Jets.
Oh, the
Oh
Jets.
yeah, that's our team, and they're the worst. Yeah,
They're the worst.
yeah.
Oh my!
We're in trouble then,
goodness.
aren't we? Oh dear.
I asked.
If I know the suffering, then I don't really trust their vaccine. I don't know if I could trust it. That's the only reason why.
It's a one shot though, isn't it? One shot is good.
I think it's 2 actually.
Is it? Oh, I thought Johnson & Johnson was a one shot.
Yeah,
Prime Minister.
Who knows?
One's enough. One Johnson's enough.
Speak for yourself, sweetheart.
You're talking about my dirty dungeon again.
Oh,
No.
Oh, we're going to get the
Make
vacuum
her
out,
flush.
maybe?
Make her flush.
We'll get the vacuum out, clean it up a little bit.
I think I ought to just
I
say that for the one person that's watching, I do hope it's not my mother.
Well,
Ah!
I do let people know. I do let people clean my dungeon, but I charge £150 an hour for that. So
Okay.
Yeah, but
You have to
to
do
be
it.
fair, that's only about 35 quid for 15 minutes, and I only need 10 quid's worth.
Oh,
this is going downhill, ain't it?
Back to the vaccines, right? I was because I am a computer programmer. When they were giving me my jab, I said to them, "I've actually been really looking forward to this because I wanted to have the Microsoft chip implanted." And they just looked at me completely blankly. I was like, "That was actually a joke." They still looked at me blankly, and they were like, I said, "Haven't you heard that conspiracy theory on the internet?" They were like, "No." So this is one of the things about living in Devon, it's like the 1950s here. I think we've got the internet, actually.
Well, I did
Devon-
see Bill Gates on the news. He was promoting something. What was it?
His book.
Was it? He's got a book out.
He's talking about concrete being a brilliant thing. That's not funny, by the way. I'm just saying that.
Why concrete?
Yeah, I don't know. He was Radio 5. I don't know why I'm standing here admitting that I listen to Radio 5. I'm so well down with the kids, right? But sorry, Ab. But yeah, he was just saying that concrete was a great thing and it could do great things. Anyway, I should get out more. I agree.
That's a very interesting subject you've touched on there, Steve.
Yeah, I know. If anybody else wants to talk about concrete, you can join us. In fact, join us now. We've got 2 people watching, which was more than we had before. Mother, 3 people. Please, Mother, turn your TV off if you're watching. I'm assuming she left before 8:32. To be honest,
about it in the morning, Steve.
Well, that's true. I turn my phone off in the mornings. So I don't know if Oog is trying to ring us by any chance.
He was being very sophisticated. Oh, look at that.
He's got a mobile.
It's got a Nokia 362.
I hope I didn't offend you with my joke about your CV being written in crayon. Well, not your CV being written in crayon.
No,
thank
my
God.
CV.
I wouldn't want to be, cave personist.
That's yes.
Well,
I'm sure he can write. Apparently, Oog can write.
To be a complete intellectual snob, I'm perfectly happy. That's fine. You can judge me for that. To be a cave personist.
That's a, no, I'd prefer to be judged as a snob rather than a bore.
So, what's that? What is that? A baseball cap you've got on there?
No, it's a red hat.
No, not you.
I know.
Is
Is it a Jets?
Nah, this is a basketball hat for the Brooklyn Nets, NBA.
Oh.
NBA. I had to sign one of those. An NBA.
NDA.
No bullshit. Oh, NDA. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm trying to inject a bit of humour there. Oh, he's made a doll out of his stone.
Oh.
Do you know, I don't think. Can I just say as well, if anybody wants to leave now, they can. This is like I've decided this is an after hours part of the show, and if people, if you're watching this, please go home now. You don't have to watch this. This is just an experiment. So please go home.
America, do you get Pingu in America? Have you seen Pingu?
Pingu? Oh my god, yeah. My friend told me it was the one thing you should watch when you're high.
that and the Pink Floyd soundtrack to Wizard of Oz.
You know, when I watched it, all I could think about was Pingu.
That's your own sexual preference, that, isn't it?
What?
Did you instantly go home and get stoned and then watch Pingu?
I actually just finished rewatching all of the IT Crowd.
Oh, brilliant!
Ooh,
Great British comedy show.
It's a British comedy show.
Was it 2 seasons? I only did 3 seasons.
It was like 5, but very short, I think.
5 seasons? Oh, yeah, I'll have to go back and watch those. They were really good, though. I remember watching those.
I still have the joke fire in a sea park thing in my head. I still got that joke stuck in my head. Died of a fire in a sea park.
I think the most famous one was the Internet in a Box.
Oh, that was good. The Internet in a Box.
Oh, I wanted to ask: do you watch Sopranos in England or?
I watched it when it first came out. I am thinking of toying with watching it again.
Yeah, it's so well written.
I was thinking about watching it because there's the new series coming out with his son playing his character. Yeah?
I think I heard something about that. Yeah.
So his real life son's gonna play him,
That's right.
his character, as a teenager.
I heard something about that. That's right. Yeah. But yeah, I think it's like one of those shows you can keep rewatching and just learn so much. It's really so true, not just to like American life, but to all the sickness and the dying, and how, and to the Italian culture. I don't know if John, if you agree, but yeah, it's just.
There was a spin-off as well. When I watched
except
it,
for the mob part. Except I don't have nobody's in the mob. My husband's happy they're not. But anyway, except for that.
But how would you know? How would you know? I've watched The Sopranos. Sometimes they didn't know.
You know, because also living, being Russian and being in Brighton Beach and knowing people who are in the mob, So you know who's in the mob and who's not. And yeah, you're right. It's very abstract, but definitely not. It's there's still a pretty good line, Yeah. But that's a good point.
Luke's playing his drum.
Yeah, there you go. Wasn't there like a spin-off with was it Lilyhammer? Lilyhammer?
No.
There was a spin-off show called Lilyhammer, I think.
Lilyhammer. I haven't really
I've heard it.
watched it.
I don't know if it's a spin-off.
Yeah, it's I'm sure it was like one of the characters goes into hiding, and he goes to Norway or something like that.
Norway. I can't help myself. I just need to say this just in case, because people now we've got more people watching now than we did before. Please don't watch this. This is an experiment. If you are watching this on Facebook, on YouTube, please go away. It's got nothing to do with you, and I don't feel bad that you're watching this because you feel that you're obliged to. Family, if it's my family, please don't watch anymore. You don't need to. Also, people that are talking, you don't have to. You can leave at any point.
I think Steve's trying to kick us out. I think he's like,
I've got no life. I'm quite happy to stay. I just feel that I don't want other people to stay unless they want to, and I don't want people to watch this.
They want to know what horrible things can we say that they could be like 10 years later. They'd be like, oh, they said the most offensive. Cancel
we could do that. We could do like, what's the most offensive thing you could say, and we're going to start. And that's it. Bye bye. Ugh.
Oh, he left.
He
doesn't like to be offensive. Yeah, he's really sophisticated for a caveman.
He's Ugh has
could
gone.
Have been offensive. Just can't understand what you're saying.
And he can still hear us, I would imagine. Ugh. But I like the idea of that. I am going to say, my daughter texted me and said, "What's that? What's this, Dad? What's this?" But no, I'm happy. I'm happy to try anything for people to do stuff. That's my opinion on it. Ugh. Let's call him by his name. Ed. Hello, third person. Third person's just joined us. Please, you don't have to. This is just an experiment in live streaming with 4 comedians and me.
Sounds like a film. 4 comedians and me. And just to anyone watching, for God's sake, don't laugh because it only encourages us. We'll carry on. So.
That's right.
Hold your laughter.
In fact, I'm only going to turn this stream off when nobody's watching, and we've been speaking for 10 minutes after that.
God's sake, go away! I want to go to bed.
But no, honestly, you can all leave. You can all leave whenever you want. It's not Hotel California, but please just don't leave. Just tell me you're leaving. Otherwise, I feel sad.
Go because
see, look at that. He's a part-timer, part-time comedian.
No, because I'm sure I'm going to get in the next one, the missus. Because I told her we're finishing half an hour ago.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was saying we'd finish at 9:35. Yeah, that's half an hour ago. You're bloody good at math. Fantastic.
I'm going to get in the next now.
And the good news is, when you leave, it'll actually make us all look a bit bigger.
Okay. All right. Okay, people. Nice talking to you. Take care.
There's only one person. Thank you very much. Cheers, Ab. I'll chat to you later. All right.
Bye.
Take care.
Nice
Bye, Ab. Look at that. See, we're bigger. Honestly, you don't have to stay. There's only one person watching now, and I believe. Oh, that's interesting. I've got a low Wi-Fi signal up on my screen.
Well, I'm gonna head out myself, guys. Thanks for having me. I will.
Thank you so much. Subtle. So.
Oops! What does that button do?
Yeah, there's that. Bye. Hey, honestly, you don't have to stay. Oh, Lana's lost her voice.
Oh, no. You're not. We can't hear you.
Oh. Either, if we can't, I'm assuming that's the universal sign for I'm going as well.
Bye.
But you can stay if you want. But we can't hear you. But we can see your beautiful face. So that's nice. But she's gonna go. That's a shame. I don't know why. Thank you so much, by the way. But you can stay. You can stay. We can't hear you. We can't hear you, which is a shame. Oh, but thank you. That's all good. We've still got 2 people watching. Do you think that's me and you?
Nope, it's not me. I have popped in.
I'm gonna. Do you know what? I'm gonna cut the stream now if it's just me and you, because we could go into the realms of like horrendousness. The dark side.
Go and do something else.
Yeah, no, I know. I just wanted to see what would happen because I've always wanted to do it, an after hours thing, and see what happened. And there was only 2 people watching at the end anyway, so I thought, fuck it. And now there's only 1 person watching. So whoever you are, it's probably Av. Hey, thanks so much anyway, Donna. I really enjoyed it, and we'll get you back again.
Brilliant.
But I do hope other stuff opens up though for people to do.
Well, I didn't have anything else on tonight, so always good to get our set in. You know.
Yes. All right. I'm gonna end the broadcast anyway.